Starting now. Starting. Are we starting? We're starting now. Once upon a time, there lived a dead man. A man who wasn't afraid of any challenge, big or small. A man I speak of is someone who, if he falls out of his box, you can be damn sure he gets his decaying ass back in the box and keeps on keeping on. A true hero in the eyes of simpletons, a pillar of hope for those who have lost their faith in humanity, a lover whom he has touched the hearts of, and most importantly, a champion of cold box racer. Have you ever looked at a game like Crash Team Racing, or Rage Racer, or Donkey Kong Country and said to yourself, it's a good game and all, but there's a severe deficit in dead bodies and cardboard? Well, don't I have the formaldehyde for your ride, the niche for your itch, the hearse for your purse, the dead for your roadhead, sonny? I'm taking you to the races with all these paces just to prove a point. It's a good fucking game. Corpse Box Racer is a game where you are a dead dude in a cardboard box, either doing sick nasty tricks, racing other decomposing delinquents, or otherwise facing the inevitable void that will eventually consume us all in a shroud of nothingness and despair. It's currently in 0.014 pre-alpha and has grown a lot in the past months, which is keeping my attention on the development. It's made by one guy by the name of Cabby Jedhagen, a Swedish artist who is relatively new to the game dev scene, and by what I've seen so far shows a lot of promise when it comes to creative concepts for video games and new inventive ways to deal with the growing number of perished loved ones. Such examples of cadaver competitions include Rocky Road, a road that is rather difficult to navigate to the other side. Corpse Toss, where you toss a corpse. Wall Ride, where you ride that shit. Wall Ride, where you ride the damn it. Wall Ride, where you ride the, you know what, fuck this shit. Bouncer, where you sex up the doorman in order to get into the club without paying. And Endless, a great example of what real pain feels like. There are many other tracks and obstacles to name here, but to give up all of what little this game has to offer right now would be rude of me. Links will be in the description to both the download page and Cabby's Tumblr for devlogs. Right now there's a lot of space for the game to grow. In the hub world there are several empty pedestals foreshadowing the more to come. But for right now, What can be said about a game that hasn't fully developed yet? Can I really judge all the bad points when it could be fixed the next day? Or even say anything good about it because it could change in a moment's notice? Change into something that doesn't pique my interest anymore, or give off an aesthetic vibe that doesn't harmonize with my preferences? To me, it's like looking at a 5-year-old and predicting their future nature based on their current nature. This kid could be smart and charismatic, only to grow up to be an unsavory individual. Same goes for vice versa. The kid who was previously swinging a Louisville Slugger in my face and scratching the paint off my car could one day be a CEO of a medical research facility curing Alzheimer's disease, for then, me would then benefit from it tremendously. Now I am the first person to sheepishly admit that I do, in fact, judge a book by its cover. I know I should peel back the swollen epidermis to get to the petrified meat before making assumptions, but hear me out. Have you ever gone to the store to buy some cereal, looked at the selection to choose from, and more times than none walked out with a brand name box of Lucky Charms as opposed to the cheaper, equally unhealthy option of Marshmallow Mateys? Simply because of the packaging? We live in a day and age where information is plentiful and the internet makes everything you need to know accessible in a moment's notice. Literacy has grown exponentially in the past 200 some odd years, making literature, documents, essays, transcripts, anecdotes to movies, TV shows, theater productions, music, and video games more readily available for consumption. So what does this mean when we're talking about Corpse Box Racer? A game in which has yet to speak its first words and is hardly able to crawl? I say with the utmost sincerity, give it time. Patience is a virtue we are losing rapidly. It's a trend in society I would like to snuff out instantly, letting people be aware of their gotta-have-it-now nature, and that's harming not just the video game industry, but the free market as a whole, as multimedia production studios are rushing their products out faster and faster, pushing their kids off to high school before they even have a chance to learn their ABCs. But that would make me a hypocrite. I too should remain patient for the future I so wholeheartedly hope for when I see the dwindling shelf life of things that took time to make. Every detail sifted over, every color properly balanced, not a single hair out of place. Spending countless of hours to correct, modify, lengthen, shorten, simplify the verbose, and magnifying the elementary. I know I can't change people's attitudes towards their want for bigger and better things, but what I can say on the matter is this. The more beautiful something is, the longer it took to grow. And in the case of Corpse Box Racer, I can wait. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty good. Corpse Box Racer is where you're a dead dude in a cardboard